Hey everyone, we are on the live stream. We are just have wrapped up Ms. Wheelchair America 2025. So this winner is going to be serving from now 2024 into 2025, and we are so excited to talk with Tamara Blackwell, Ms. Wheelchair Kansas. How are you feeling? It was just minutes ago that they announced you as the winner, and now you've taken all kinds of photos. You've got the sash, you've got the crown. How are you feeling at this moment?
I'm like filled with emotions. I am honored. I am like amazed. I was kind of confused. Like, I know how it works when they call the second runner up, but everyone here was so deserving. And so even to get in the top 5, I was shocked. And then as the name started to get called, and then 2 people left, and I was one of those people. I'm like, wow, like they chose me. I won this. So I'm ecstatic right now, but so many emotions.
What is this sisterhood like? Like they're competitors, but they're like your friends and family now. What has this whole experience been like? Someone who's outside and doesn't know what this is like.
Oh my gosh, it is amazing. It is. I can't even describe it honestly, because it is something that I never knew that I needed until I got it. If that makes sense. To be an individual in a wheelchair, sometimes you feel like the oddball out, like a unicorn, and there's not necessarily that community around you because you're usually surrounded by the community of able-bodied individuals. So to have this, not only just this week, but leading up to it, we were bonding and building relationships, and then to get here and the culmination of it all has just been amazing. And I look forward to working with all of the ladies in their local endeavors, and just and even further on beyond this competition, just still building on our relationships and being able to just be there for one another. That means so much to me.
And so every participant came with a platform. Just walk me through what your platform is and what are things that you think you'll work on in this next year, being the national title holder.
So my platform starts with a question, and it's a question I ask myself, and it says, am I going to fit? And then it's navigating accessibility through personal experience. It's when I share my personal experience of being a wheelchair user and going to everyday places that I should be able to, patronize, and I'm looking around saying, can I fit down the aisle to shop at this store? If I'm out, can I go to the bathroom? Or just things of that nature. So that's where it derived. And so my goal as Miss Wheelchair America 2025 is to shed light on that. The accessibility can be complex, but it can be simple at the same time. There are some tangible changes that can come with just simple switching out of things, and then also the education behind it. I plan to try to go out abroad and to share that message of accessibility. If I'm physically able to be included somewhere, that's going to affect me emotionally and mentally. It's going to make me feel like I belong, and I'm not going to have to question, not only am I going to fit physically, but do I fit in this group of people? So my goal is to get out there and to get some laws maybe moving. I know that takes a while, but just to try to get some things turning on that end. And then also just being a visible advocate. I feel like that when I am out in the community and I'm seen, that really heightens the awareness of the importance of making everybody feel included.
Yeah, and it's such a great perspective and a good mission for you to have. We've talked with you earlier in one of our live streams, but it's so great to hear like contestants' background. Like, everybody comes using a chair for mobility, but they have different reasons for that. Can you walk me through why you use a wheelchair? And you also have a disability we don't see as often, competitors, a visual impairment as well, too. Can you walk me through that, please?
Yes. So I was born visually impaired. I have never had the center vision. I've only had the peripheral. But it wasn't much for me to adapt to because it was something that I was born with. It was at the age of 27 that I was finally, after a decade of searching for answers, diagnosed with limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, which is a progressive weakness of the arms, shoulders, and in the hips, and it makes it harder for you to walk or to lift your arms. You notice I only have so much range of motion with the movement of my arms. And after so long the disease progressed, and it kind of moved me into needing to use a wheelchair first because I was having so many falls. It was very dangerous. But once I got in a chair, I've seen how much independence I gained because I was able to then go back and start doing things that I was limited, with doing when I was still trying to stay up on a walker. And now I got a new chair, and so I can do all kind of stuff now.
Awesome. That's so great. And you mentioned it up on stage in your acceptance speech. You were thanking some of the people. Who would you like to thank in this moment? I know one of them is kind of sitting right here with us as well, too.
Yeah.
But who are some of the people you'd want to thank, have helped get you to this place?
Well, outside of God, I want to thank my community. I want to thank everyone involved in this organization. Shelly, especially, because that's a lot of dedication that you're putting in, and it's not easy. All of the ladies that participated this year and those that paved the way and participated years before, I want to thank them, my state coordinator, my state board of Kansas, of the Miss Wheelchair Kansas organization. They have rallied behind me and worked with me to get me to this point. Everybody locally, from my mayor in the city of Bel Air, the Governor Kelly, my friends and family, my church family, New Philadelphia, and also my family, my two boys who are at home with our 3 fur babies. Jonathan and Jeremiah are my 2 boys. They're not here with us, but they're home with the dogs and manning the home. But my daughter, Jaylyn, is here. And then, of course, my husband, because without those 2, I couldn't do it because it takes a lot. Mm-hmm. So I thank them.
What's going to be the first thing that you do now as the title holder? Is it something fun? Is it relaxed? Is it going to hit the road? What's the first thing you do when you get home?
Okay, so as a title holder, this is not as a title holder. I just want to go to bed. Yeah. It's been such a busy week. But as a title holder, I do want to contact local media, not because I need a pat on the back, but this organization deserves recognition. And I feel like that the more that it is elevated, the more the disability community is elevated, and I think we'll be seen for our worth when we have advocates out there that are pounding the pavement, I guess, so to speak, and knocking on doors and windows and saying, hey, we're here. So I do think that getting local media attention, and also I would love to get national media attention. I told the judges I'm going to GMA. You know how some people say, you just won the Super Bowl, where are you doing? I'm going to Disney World. Well, I'm going to GMA. I'm speaking it into existence. So
I like it. Yes, any producers for Good Morning America, you can send me an email. My name is Chris Mills at Mary Free Bed. We'll help get that scheduled. Tamara, just really appreciate chatting with you. Last thing, anything you want to say to all the viewers out there or all the contestants? Last thing before we wrap up this interview.
Just thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love, your encouraging words, everything you've done. All of those who have given, whether it be through the People Choice Awards you sponsored, you've given of your time, your energy, and your finance. Thank you so much, because it means so much to not just me, but everybody in this organization.
Awesome. We have been talking to the new Ms. Wheelchair America 2025, Tamara Blackwell from Kansas. Thank you so much. We'll let you get to bed, because that's what you said you're going to be doing next, getting some rest. It's been a long week. They've been working hard. Our next guest we're going to bring in here is Shelly Loose. She is just wrapping 17 years involved with Ms. Wheelchair America. She has been president for many of those years. We're going to get her positioned here to wrap up this interview and talk about her time in leadership, and also just how this week has been and how excited we are for Tamara. So we'll pause for just a second, bring in Shelly, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and we are talking with Shelly Loose. She is the president of Ms. Wheelchair America, and she is going to be stepping back from that role. And so we're just so excited to talk with her and to walk through some of her time here. This is such an accomplishment to be wrapping this part of the competition up. It's been a week-long competition. Tomorrow, I think you guys are having breakfast. How does it feel to get to this point where you've crowned the new winner? All the work that you've put into this is now paying off.
It's amazing, but I don't necessarily do this for the winner, because the winner really doesn't need me. But it's those other ladies that aren't in the top 5 that truly, this will change their lives. And I just want them to realize how amazing they are and how strong they are.
Yeah, and it's so great to do this competition, because you've said it before in other interviews where it is the contestants come with one platform, but then they leave with many. Can you just talk about like how over all your years you've just armed and helped empower these ladies to then go back into their community and really make change? What is it like to just see that over the years?
I added up all the title holders that I have directly impacted as being on the executive board, and it was 384. And when I think about that, it just blows my mind that I have played some little piece in making them better advocates, in making them realize they have worth. And to see some of the success stories, some of the women that have gone on to do just amazing things. Some of them are working on their master's degree. Some of them have full-time jobs. And these are women that never thought they could do anything.
What's it like to, the competition has, fluctuated in years, with like more contestants some years, a little less other years. I've always heard you say like your goal is to get up to 50. And this year we were able to add a new state we've never had, North Dakota. Where would you like to see the organization go, and how do you think it could be possible for them to grow into that, have all 50 states?
Well, I still want all 50 states. That's my goal. And just because I'm not president doesn't mean I'm stopping talking and trying to get this organization out there. Now I'll have more time to focus on things like that. So definitely adding the states. The only state that's never had a contestant is Vermont. So I'll be reaching out to a lot of people in Vermont.
Ladies in Vermont that use a wheelchair for mobility, this is a shout out to you. We need you to join this organization. There's a cool thing called the Independent Delegate, where you can fill out some paperwork and talk to Shelly and the team there and get going with that. That's a really great way to do this. So yeah, and thinking about this too, is there anything that stood out to you this year, or memories that you've had over the years that really kind of like fill you and keep you going all these hard works and long days?
Seeing it all come together, seeing this week come together, seeing the faces, seeing the lives changed is really the most impactful thing. And I like to say it recharges me for the next year. And next year, Grand Rapids is hosting again, so they're not rid of it. They can't get rid of me.
Yep, we're excited about that again, to be back here in Grand Rapids. We as Mary Free Bed and the Mary Free Bed Guild have been supporting the organization, and it's such a great mission, and we're so happy to be doing that with you. What have been the impact, and Shelly, just to see you work hard, and you had some health issues this past year. We did a story with you, your 7th time at Mary Free Bed. How have you ever had a moment where you wanted to like give up or say like I can't do this anymore? Why and what fuels you to keep pushing to be here and to support these women?
I have had moments where I'm ready to just throw in the towel. But then I go through programs and I look at the pictures and I see the women on Facebook and see what they're doing, and then I remember all of those women that have truly this program changed their lives, and how much this program has changed my life. I was Miss Wheelchair Michigan 2007. I didn't come home with the crown. I didn't get a special award, but I was the biggest winner ever.
And I think we were all big winners from that happening to you, Shelly. Anybody that you want to thank? Things are getting cleaned up. We are wrapping up the show for this year. Anybody you'd like to thank here, or past contestants or past volunteers? Take this moment to thank who you'd like.
I need to thank Jackie Wondolowski. She was the person that told me to compete for Miss Wheelchair Michigan. And I said, I am not that kind of girl. And she persisted year after year. So finally, I said, okay, I'll try it. And so I really owe this to Jackie Wondolowski, because she's the one that connected me with the program and challenged me. She saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Well, next time I see Jackie, I'm going to tell her thank you too. Hopefully she's watching this. And you'll still be involved with the organization. Are you still working with Ms. Wheelchair Michigan? Is that going to be?
Yes, I will still be the state coordinator for Miss Wheelchair Michigan. I'm
And
not
so-
letting that go.
Yes, and so we have that coming up too. Probably this fall, we'll be looking for contestants and
Yes.
have another organization. Do you have any idea of when that's going to be? Because I know we'd
It's gonna
always
be
love to have more
in November.
contestants. Okay.
We have a one-day competition, and it's always on a Saturday. And I can't wait to reach out to the women that I've met in Michigan. There's going to be some amazing title holders, contestants this year.
And we got to give a shout out to runner-up, first runner-up, Shantae Favors. She has been awesome to work with, and congratulations to her being so close to winning the title. Anything you want to say about Shantae, that what's her future hold for her?
The future holds whatever she wants. She is amazing. To meet her and to watch everything she's done has definitely recharged my batteries. She has been a joy to work with. She's worked hard. She's always doing something. She's always out there. She delivered an amazing speech last night, so she got the Best Speech Award.
And People's Choice as well too.
And People's Choice, yes. Yep. Yes, so I just really appreciate her, and I'm looking forward to working with her and having her help me with marketing in Miss Wheelchair Michigan.
I like it. Maybe we can get her on staff or something like
Yeah.
that. Get her a role. That'd be good. Okay, so last thing. Any last words for this segment? I know we're going to keep talking in the future, but anything else? Final words for Ms. Wheelchair 2025. We've done this here in Grand Rapids. It's just been such a great event. Week long, presented by Mary Free Bed Guild. We've been in downtown Grand Rapids. Lots of fun things. Last thing, Shelly, what do you want to say?
I want Tamara to make this year more than she thinks possible. She really doesn't understand what this year is going to do for her and that she'll experience and the people she'll meet. I'm just really excited that she is going to get the opportunity to make a difference, to represent. I think she will definitely represent the 54 million individuals that live with disabilities.
Shelly Loose, outgoing president of Ms. Wheelchair America, 17 years involved with the organization. Thank you for all that you've done. The impact you made on my life too, it's just been so fun. I said this is one of my favorite weeks of the year, coming out and helping with this. And I know Grand Rapids and the whole United States really appreciate you and the impact that you have. So really appreciate this, Shelly. Thank you so much for joining us in the conversation. And as we wrap up this interview, thank you so much for watching. We just were talking to Tamara Blackwell, the newest Ms. Wheelchair America, representing the over 60 million people with disabilities in the United States. It's been a fun week. If you go back into our feeds, the Mary Free Bed Facebook page, LinkedIn, or YouTube, you can see the live stream of the speech night, and you can also see the live stream of the crowning gala. We've also got some conversations with some of the other ladies there too. So thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it, and stay well, and look for your next year's Ms. Wheelchair America back here in Grand Rapids. I think it's pretty sure it's the same around similar dates, the mid to late August 2025. Thank you for watching, and stay well.